and welcome to another video. So I'm super excited to be filming this here today because this is the first video that I'm filming with my new desk. Look, it's so pretty. It's so white and it's so, well, right now it's pretty clean and it's so flat. Oh my god. It's an actual desk, whereas what I was previously using was a table that is like super thin. It's like this thin unless you fold out some edges, and folding out those edges meant that the desk table, like the tabletop, was no longer perfectly flat because there was this ridge where the two panels folded up, and that made life complicated. But this desk is perfectly flat and I'm super excited about that. This is also the first video I'm filming in my new space. Study, craft room, office space, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's the second bedroom in our new apartment, and it's where my desk is, and it's separate from where my boyfriend's desk is. He is currently playing Overwatch, and you cannot hear it. It's brilliant. It's glorious. So I'm really excited about this. That being said, oh, and because of that, that means that I can do this in real time because I don't have to worry at all about what he's doing and he doesn't have to worry about being quiet while I'm doing this. It's a perfect system. And so, yeah. That being said, it might be a pretty short plan with me this week. I'm doing this a little early on a, wow, I guess it's only Wednesday, but I got bored and I didn't want to do what I planned to do, and I really wanted to try filming a video, but I don't have all the things I need to do to film like a memory spread. Right now, I'm still unpacking, but this is super easy for me to film immediately, and so I decided to just go ahead and try it. It might be a little sparse, but I wanted to plan what I could and then give you all some updates. The biggest thing is going to be in the use of this planner. So I filmed a plan with me. The last video you all saw was this week, and this week actually turned out really well. Make sure we're in frame. It was very useful. I really liked this layout. I really liked how this worked. So I tried to do it for this week. Oh no, this week. But things got crazy because we were moving this week, and so nothing went according to plan. I did not get to film the voiceover for this particular plan with me like I thought I would. Mostly because I forgot that I needed my microphone, and I packed my microphone, and then the day where I was like, okay, time to do my voiceover, I was like, wow, my microphone is at the bottom of a box, and that box is taped up and under lots of other boxes, and it's not going to happen today. So you guys didn't see this, me plan this, and I didn't use this at all. I was doing nothing but packing these 2 days. We moved this day. And we were supposed to arrive in our new apartment on Wednesday, but we did not get out of the old apartment until after the offices at the new one closed, so we couldn't get our keys, couldn't sign the lease, none of that. So then we had to stay at a hotel overnight. Then Thursday we actually moved in. That took all day. Unpacking on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and like that got crazy. And then I haven't done this week. Now, could I do this week? Yes, but I'm a little uncertain about how I want to use this planner right now. So I'm going to give it a bit of a break, especially because in my present situation, like since classes haven't started and I don't have a job yet, I do not have enough stuff to necessitate both this planner and my bullet journal. And my bullet journal is more useful to me right now. That being said, I'm not giving up on this planner. I'm going to come back to it. I have some more ideas for it. They're ideas that are going to work with a different schedule than I have right now. And so you'll see those in the future, but you probably won't see this planner for the month of August. I do not think I'll bring this back until September. Because in September classes start, and hopefully by then I'll have a position somewhere, or at least be well on my way towards working to one. I had to go a couple of days ago to get like official fingerprints done for my substitute application. Today I sent in a cover letter and resume to work at the local science museum. And so depending on how those things go, like my September schedule could look much different from my August schedule. My August schedule, not much is happening. I'm working on a self-study and unpacking, moving in. My sister should be visiting later in the month, maybe, if she does what she says she's going to do. But none of that needs all of this space. This is the kind of space I need for planning out appointments and work shifts and classes, and I'm not there yet. And so rather than continue to kind of fight this planner and make it fit a life that is not my current one yet, I'm going to save it until I'm actually there. And so this is probably the next week we'll plan in this planner. And until then, I'm just going to kind of let this sit. Additionally, I did not even bother planning in August monthly. I have some YouTube videos here, but I like the monthly in my bullet journal so much better. So I might not use the monthlies in here. It depends. It depends. I want to be able to have like super quick reference to a monthly layout like this, and this planner is just too big to be a super quick reference. It's good for a weekly overview, not quick reference. So I might not use that. Also didn't set these pages up again. As you can see, I did not use them in July. I might come back to this in September. We'll see how things play out over the next month. Some of these things are not going well. I know I'm just bad at these trackers. But I know what kind of reading I did in July. I also know what kind I did in August, so I just need to fill that in. But part of why I stopped filling this in is that I packed up the markers, and I haven't unpacked them yet. I know what my weight was at the end of July. Looking at this now, it's basically the same as it was at the end of June. So no loss or gains there. I haven't thought more about health goals. There's one more page. Oh. The mood tracker did not keep up with it. There are too many things here. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to recategorize these. My most successful stint with the mood tracker was when I had basically a scale of 1 through 5, and 1 was like a super bad mood, 5 was a super good mood, 3 neutral, 2 and 4, in between all of that, and that worked the best. So what I'm going to be doing moving forward is putting a mood tracker in my bullet journal with that translatable scale of 1 through 5, changing it up from month to month in my bullet journal, but then translating it into this notebook so that I can see it all at once. That's going to happen in September. I'm not even going to worry about this for August. And that's everything pretty much to do with this. I have some YouTube brainstorm ideas here, a general outline of like types of videos that I want to do for each month, looking way ahead to other videos I want to do in future months. That's going super well. I like how that's going. Don't use this for anything, and I'm not worried about it. Communication log. For these two, or this particular page, I decided to use it instead of class information for specific classes like meeting times, professor contact info and stuff. I decided to use this as a curriculum map. So the classes I'm taking in the fall and in the spring, what tuition is going to be for those 2 semesters, and then all my upcoming classes for the summer, fall, and spring to complete my program. And just to have this all at a glance, and so I know it's coming up, so I know what kind of tuition is coming up. Over here is when I start to get scholarship, and so to know when that kicks in, all of that. I wanted to have that there instead. And that's this planner. So we'll say goodbye to that for a month. And we're going to say hello to my bullet journal. Is this... Okay. So, this is going well. Bullet journals for me always go well for a while anyway. And basically, the thing about this setup I presently got is that my camera is above my head, so it's a little hard for me to adjust. Okay. I've got the monthly going super well, the milestones going super well. habit tracker going super well. My notes. This is the layout I have for this week. And it's going well. I like this layout. I did not film it because I did this. Well, I filmed this part actually in my August bullet journal setup, and then I didn't know what I wanted to do on this page, so I didn't film that. I've since put in just kind of a running to-do list. I got this idea from Planning with Kay. I really like it for this week. This is how this week is looking in my dailies. Basically, here I have day-specific tasks that I know ahead of time, like before the week starts. Appointments, scheduled videos, bills that are due, packages that I expect to arrive, things like that go here. Then every day I put them into a to-do list and reference that. As you can see, Friday through Sunday, they're not even touched because this doesn't get done until Wednesday and Thursday play out. I reference this here and then I fill this in. My Wednesday is actually wrapping up, which is why I've started to fill out Thursday. This is the week we're going to be planning. So this is my weekly view for next week, August 12th through the 18th. I kept this like running to-do list going on for the whole week over here. And then I have this section over here. And something I want to do in the future is bring back my weather tracking, but I don't think I want to do that this week. Unless, of course, I do. The question will definitely be if I know where my weather icons are. Yeah, I don't know where they are. They must still be packed. Oh, no. Aha, I do know where they are. So I actually might bring back the weather for next week. And I won't do too much of that because it is Wednesday, so next week's weather is not super concrete right now. But I think we'll start there. I'll do Mondays. I'll fill in Monday's weather if I can find it so that you can see how I'm going to do it for the rest of the week, and then we'll go in and do what the rest of the week looks like. I also didn't film this because I did this layout while I was packing. Like I took a break and I did this. And I don't know if I should have filmed it. I want, well, that's not true. I want to ultimately set these kinds of weeks up on camera as part of my weekly plan with me. But this month in particular, I did not do because we're just moving and I wanted some time to just kind of plan by myself. But in September, I think I will definitely try to set these weekly pages up with you guys on camera. This is what my weeklies look like for next week, and then this is what the dailies look like. Not a huge fan of these areas that I've marked for notes, but we'll see how it works. Okay, so I got the weather pulled up, and I'm going to just do Monday, which right now is scheduled to be partly cloudy. It is my hope that these stickers will fit right here. And I'm going to use this purple pen for fun, and also because my fine liner is getting on my nerves. And so Monday, the weather is scheduled to be a high of 80 and a low of 58. And that's my weather. Ideally, I would squish it into these boxes. I did not, it's too far forward, but that's fine. So that's my weather. Actually, I'm going to do Tuesday too, so I can actually practice doing this the way I want to. Here's that. Tuesday, high of 77. Switching this over. Low of 56. So that's the weather forecast. I miss having the weather. It's rained a couple times this week and I had no idea and didn't like that. Yeah, I like knowing when it's going to rain or when it's supposed to rain. And as fall approaches and fall turns into winter, I want to know when it's going to snow, especially because I'm thinking about riding my bike more. Now that I'm in an urban area, where I used to live, there was a ton of hills. I mean, we were in a valley and a mountain. So the terrain was incredibly uneven, and that made biking super hard because every now and again there would be this huge hill and it was impossible for me. But here the streets are so much flatter that I think I will probably be doing much more biking. So I want to know when it's going to rain and snow and all of that. I have my pre-plan here, which isn't the most intensive. There's like, oh hey, I'm in frame. Okay, there's not much going on next week, which is another reason why I decided to just film this video, because I don't anticipate much more coming up. So I decided to do it. Monday, the first thing I want to mark is that I'm going to post this video. And then I want to be on chapter 8 in my independent study. Oh my god. I finished chapter 3 today, but I meant to finish it yesterday. And today I should have done chapter 4 and tomorrow chapter 5, but I don't know how that's going to work. I might do chapter 4 tomorrow and start chapter 5. Maybe I'll start chapter 4 after this video. It depends on what time it is. Yeah. I probably will start chapter 4 after this video, but I won't finish it. So I'm a little behind. Moving on to Tuesday, I'm going to do chapter 9. And oh, so this is fun. I don't know if this will be on my Instagram or not yet, but I started to make a few different kinds of calendars. I have my main monthly calendar here, which is color-coded actually. I didn't include this in my setup video because I added this after the fact, but I have it color-coded for live streams, school and work, bills, and then other events, and I really like that style. But then I learned about the content planner, and I learned about it from Plan with Lakin. I was following her Instagram stories and I saw the content planner and I thought, wow, that's exactly what I've kind of been doing in my Erin Condren monthly view, but not looking at as much because it's so big. And I thought, how can I bring that into here? I don't have the money for the content planner right now. It sold out, the 2019 version. I'm considering the 2020 version, but for now I wanted something similar, and so that inspired my content planning. And I have things color coded for all the different things that I have going on, like the social media I'm on. And if you want, I can set this up for September on screen. It'll probably be part of my September bullet journal setup actually, so you'll definitely see this again. But I was experimenting with this and I have this crazy color code system and I kind of like it. So to explain it super quickly, I have these little dots that say what social media the content is on, and that's inspired by the content planner has these little stickers that you put on each line in their monthly view. But I didn't want to make her buy stickers like that, so I just used some colored dots. They also make good checklists for when I've actually done whatever it is that is supposed to be. And so the social media I'm working on is YouTube, which you guys see, Instagram. I want to have a blog for this channel and to kind of get some more writing in. I used to love writing and I don't write at all anymore. And I want to bring that back in. And so I want to do a bit more writing, both like for myself and for things that I'm presently interested in. I've done like lots of class papers and stuff the past 4 years, and I'm no longer interested in the writing that I used to do. I used to do a lot of fiction, and that's not really anything I'm interested in continuing to pursue at the moment, but I feel like a blog could be interesting. So, working on that. Twitter for my bookish content. The book community is like super active on Twitter and I can't even use Twitter, so I have to work on that. some Facebook book clubs I'm in. I want to be able to mark when they're going to have like live shows, group chats, things like that, Etsy material. Those are all the social media type things. Then I have things color coded by the kind of content. So I focus on two realms: planner related stuff and book related stuff. And so for published content, I am color coding them with blue is planner related, and then yellow is reading related. Gray is something I have planned, but it's not the publishing of something. It's an intermediate step. It's for prep work. Then this peach color is for other content. So like this moving vlog is more lifestyle, workspace tour, lifestyle, things like that. So this is what my content planning looks like. And from that, I have pulled some to-dos for next week, which include a Twitter post. Because I'm involved in a readathon for next month, and I'm kind of in a group chat with the person organizing it, and she's asked us to kind of help promote it. Next week is when I'm going to start doing that seriously. Similarly, this was inspired by the fact that I decided to do this, a study schedule, because I needed to know, oh hey look, I did chapter 3, how I was going to get everything done in the time frame that I wanted it to get done. Because I don't want to do this self-study during the regular semester when I'm going to be balancing work and the classes that I do have to take to stay on track, and this class that I'm behind on. I don't want to do that. I want to finish this class in August. And so here you can see I mapped out all the chapters in my textbook. Before I did this, I had already done chapters 1 and 2 in July. Then I did the rest. I put down the number of pages in each chapter to get a sense of how long they were, because some of them are much longer than others. You know, chapter 3 is 25 pages, but chapter 13 is 49. That's like twice as long. So I didn't want to schedule the same amount of time for chapter 3 and chapter 13 because that is unrealistic. Chapter 13 is twice as long. So as you can see here, chapter 3, 4, 5, 6. Chapter 6 is a longer chapter, so I'm going to do it over 2 days. Then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is a longer chapter, so I'm going to do that over 2 days. So is 12 and 13. Then finishing with 14. Then I've scheduled in my review days, and then hopefully at the very end of August, I can schedule to come sit in and do the exam. That's my goal. So this schedule is also how I pulled off this is what I looked at to pull away the chapters I need to do. And I really, really like this. I think I will keep up with this in September because I like seeing in a calendar view all the assignments I have. And I feel like it will help me not be as overwhelmed if I don't have all of my things for all of the aspects in my life on one monthly calendar, but if I can still plan for each of them in the long term. So that's my goal, and now I've basically got 3 calendars going on. This one is for personal things, bills, general events, school and work events like work shifts, school like classes or something, so that I know I have to be at these places. This is going to be for school assignments and studying, what I have to do when to keep up with my schoolwork. This is going to be for content planning. Those are my goals. So, back to the weekly view. We are now on to Wednesday. I need to upload that week's memory planning video, and then do chapter 10 in my textbook. Thursday at 5 p.m. Planning with Kay has a live stream for her patrons, and I'm definitely going to try to tune in if I can. Also have to study chapter 11, and from my content monthly view, I want to have an Instagram post and I'm scheduling that. I'm so bad at keeping up with an Instagram post schedule. It like never works, but I want to try it more. I want to be more active on these platforms because I feel like the interconnectedness of them is how any of them will like really start to grow, and I think that I can get better at all of them by just doing them more. I'm really bad at taking pictures. I'm really bad at Instagram, but I want to get better at Instagram content. I feel like I'm in a good zone with my YouTube content. It's not perfect. There are some things that I want to change, but I'm making strides toward that. I got this new desk. I have this new space. I think that that will improve my videos a lot. Yeah, I want to get a new tripod someday. It's a really weird, it's kind of wobbly. I'm sorry. Wait. Meh. Okay, hopefully that stabilizes it a bit. But it's like an arm bendy kind of cell phone holder that's on a clamp. And it's not the best. I want to get a tripod that's on legs, but that's going to wait until I have a job. Let's see. Yeah. So now we're on to Friday. Going to finish chapter 11. What's up with this pen? I have another video planned. I'm so excited about this new room that I really want to show you guys. Like, my last setup was so cluttered and so small that like there wasn't a reason for a workspace tour. But if I can get enough unpacked, I want to have one next week. I'm so excited. I want to show you the space that I'm working in. You'll get an idea of it from my moving vlog, but I want to go into like the different organizing sections I have, the types of drawers and things. So we'll see that next week. And then I also want to have a Twitter post, just a reading update, because I want to get better at, what do you call it? Like having conversations on Twitter and starting conversations on Twitter. And so I want to just kind of update the Twitter community and my followers and stuff, what I'm reading that week and how I'm feeling about it. Right now I'm reading Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I'm on chapter 3. I'm a little underwhelmed because it's really weird. I don't know. It's just not anything like what I've been reading lately, and because of it's so different, I just feel like it wasn't what I expected, in that I expected more of the same. And it's interesting. It's for a Facebook book club pick, and so I'm going to finish it, and maybe it'll get better. I've heard good things about it, but it's throwing me off a little with some of its narrative choices. So we'll see how that goes. Saturday, I will be on chapter 12. Oh. And then by next Saturday, I want to have finished my initial brainstorming for blog content. This isn't the only brainstorming I'll ever do. It's not the end. I don't have to do it all on Saturday. By the end of, like, towards the end of next week, I want to have a good list of things that I think I could write about, topics, ideas, so that I can start them and know that when I start my blog, I have ideas and things that I can be writing about. I think my first idea is that I will probably work towards a bi-weekly posting for a little bit until my schedule settles down. So once that launches, that's like the schedule I'm going to try to follow. We'll see how that goes. Sunday at 3 p.m. There's another Planning with Kay live stream. I'm on her $15 tier right now, and at that tier you get access to her digital content, her, what's it called? She automatically sends you her new sticker kit every month, and you get access to her live streams to like all the live streams. I don't think there are more live streams be if in higher tiers. After 15, at 15 and after, you have access to all the live streams. What else? Oh, and then by Sunday, I want to finish new release drawings. So my Etsy shop has been kind of a mess. I have not consistently done new releases. I don't think I've done new releases since I launched it, and then it's been on and off vacation mode, especially for much of last semester, because things were so busy that I was not keeping up with it. I wasn't promoting it, I wasn't designing new things, I wasn't listing new things, I wasn't ready to even accept an order. Like if someone had ordered something, it would have thrown my life into chaos. But I want to get back into it. I have some ideas. I think that I can provide a quality, affordable product, and so I want to keep working on it. I have lots of things that I've designed. It's not even that I stopped drawing. It's that I stopped formatting the sheets and listing them. But this month, I am going to do a set of new releases, and I'm going to schedule it, and I'm going to do it. And by next Sunday, all the new drawings that I have will be done so that I can format them over the next week in time for new releases. Planning to finish chapter 12, and I have an Instagram post scheduled. My goal is 2 times a week. I know some people do like once every day, 2 times a day. I cannot have that kind of commitment. I don't have that much to say. I'm not doing that much. So for now, 2 times a week. Eventually, I feel like I want to aspire to once every day, but that's not where I am presently. And that'll just be like whatever my weekly memory planning spread turned out to be. And then there are a few tasks that I want to have throughout the week and like work on them. So one of them is going to be independent study. And the way this works is I mark Monday to Sunday which day I worked on the particular task, maybe over multiple days. And then at the very end of the week, I decide, well, did I complete the task? If I completed it, I check off completed. If I'm going to migrate it to next week, I'll check this M that stands for migrated. And that lets me know that even if I didn't finish the task, I did not forget about the task, you know? They're going to take a bit of time. They need to be done by Sunday, but they are going to be something I want to work on throughout the week. Also, my blog brainstorming. Cool. Is there anything else? No. Okay. Nothing from there. I do want to check out this week and see if there's anything that is going to be moved. Like I already know it's going to be moved. I actually did this yesterday. No, I don't know whether I'll move any of this over to next week yet. So this is my weekly for next week. This is what I've got planned. This is everything that is pre-planned. As these days come up, I will move those over here. I'll add further steps. So maybe on Monday, I filmed my weekly plan with me, but I haven't edited it yet. So it'll actually be a couple of things. I'll need to edit it, upload it, design the thumbnail. I'll make more checklists over here. As the week progresses, I'll have different things. I have different packing goals for every day, so that we actually get unpacked and things like that. Whether I need to clean the kitchen, you know, things that I don't know right now. I don't know how like how if the kitchen's going to need to be cleaned on Wednesday, maybe it'll need to be cleaned on Tuesday, or maybe it won't be too bad when Tuesday or Wednesday, but Thursday I'll need to like clean it more. And so yeah, it's not like I plan to only have like 2 things on Monday. More things will evolve, but this is what I know initially. This is my week at a glance. As you can see here, I still have a couple of slots. Not on Sunday right now, but this is actually a really comfortable space for me. It lets me put my personal tasks in, but then it also leaves room for an appointment or two, a class or two, a work shift or two, and that's what I need for this space. Fun facts, I am continuing my dual monthly theme where I have the crystals, the crystal theme from Planning with Kay and her sticker kit, but I also have the 5th season theme. So all my quotes are from the 5th season in my I'm getting winded. In my setup video, I have this one, home is what you take with you, not what you leave behind. After all, a person is herself and others. Relationships chisel the final shape of one's being. I am me and you. It is a gift if it makes us better. It is a curse if we let it destroy us. I didn't use the quote this week. Then next week is nothing to do but follow your crazy. I thought that was fun. And then there's nothing in the daily section. But that's how that theme's going. I'm really excited. I'm trying to think about a book that I want to pair for next month. I already know that I'm going to be using Planning with Kay's Starry Night Kit to base my monthly theme, my monthly setup off of, but I don't know if I want to, like, what book I want to use for that. It's a Starry Night theme, so I want it to be like something celestial, something astronomical, sci-fi maybe. I don't know, but I'm excited to think about it some more. If you have any ideas, definitely let me know. I'll be thinking about it over the next, like, all of August, basically. Really, I think it's the next 2 weeks until I will probably do my September spreads, so I'll be considering that. This is my layout for next week. I hope you've liked what you've seen, and I will see you next time. Bye!